When I first turned 16, I received the car that I still have to this day, a minivan. Now, I ended up naming it the Silver Bullet because it's silver and it's just as fast as a bullet. Okay, maybe that second part's a bit of a stretch, but it is silver. Now, this car was primarily used to get me through school, through my last 2 years of high school, and all the way through my college experience. But the route was always the same. Heading home from college, I would head down Tropicana, and then I would turn right and just head down Pecos all the way till I got home. Nothing would change except the music I was playing in the car and the thoughts that were going on in my head. So I thought, what if I could have something more to my rides home? Maybe an objective to go for, something big. Now, I think we can all agree having to press on the brakes sucks. You get to a stoplight, you have to press on the brakes. You get to a stop sign, same thing. You get behind traffic and have to slow down. And even when you start approaching a pedestrian, you have to stop. I mean, what's up with all these rules and stopping? It's ridiculous. So I just thought, what if I didn't have to do that? Now, doing that for my entire route home would be completely unrealistic. But maybe I could do it on the longer stretch, just going down Pecos instead. This would be no easy feat, though. I would have to cross over not one, not two, not three, but 7 stoplights along the way. And with Vegas traffic, that is not easy to do without stopping. And very quickly, I realized this would be just as difficult as I anticipated, if not more difficult. It was far above my pay grade. The first 2 lights were very easy to get through, having plenty of time. But then there was the third light. This light is named Patrick, or that's the street name. Patrick is a bit clingy and really likes to hold on to all the drivers coming up, have some nice chats with them, and just not turn green until he's satisfied. No matter how fast or slow I would try to get up to Patrick, he would not let me go without a fight. After a while, a month had passed, and then multiple months, then a year, a second year, and then a third. During this time, I was still constantly trying to get past just the third of 7 streets, and I just never achieved it. At this point, there was only 1 year left of college, and the first semester was when I was going to be going abroad to Italy. I even considered not going abroad just so that I could stay behind and work on this challenge, but eventually decided, no, I'll fly across the ocean and I'll head to Italy, and I fortunately did not regret it. But once I got back, I only had 4 months now to pull off this important goal of mine, to just get home without stepping on the brakes. A few weeks after getting back, though, I noticed something. Even without adjusting my speed, when I get to Patrick, the lights seem to be turning green a lot faster than before. Before it would take multiple minutes, but sometimes I'd only be waiting 30 seconds. It was seeming like it was doable now. And a few weeks later, it was confirmed. The lighting times must have changed because now it seemed very possible. So I retrained up. I started practicing all the lights beyond Patrick, so when I got through it, I'd be ready and got all the timings down. And on March 25th was the big day. I finally found success. Woohoo! Now, just to give some context to how difficult of a timing crunch this was. First of all, before you even turn on to Pecos, you would have to have 1 to 10 seconds remaining on the crosswalk sign before even turning. Then, once you did that, I would have to go a blistering 30 miles an hour in a 45-mile-an-hour zone. Now, before anyone gets concerned, the cars behind me would not be yet approaching at this point. But by the time I got to the first stoplight, the race was on. They were catching up fast, but I couldn't go too fast. It was an interesting balance. I had to make sure not to speed up too much, but I also didn't want to inconvenience the drivers behind. And I'm proud to say I never got anyone honking at me. And on this fateful day, March 25th, I accomplished the impossible. Me and the silver bullet made it through Patrick. But at this point, I still was not even halfway through. There was still four more lights to get through. I get to the next one. I get through. The second one, through again. Third one, it's still green, and I even tapped the brakes once. At this point, there's one more light between me and success. It's me and a silver bullet and a dream against the world. But as I approach the final light, who else could possibly stop me aside from the government of Henderson itself? I rise up the hill and see my worst nightmare: construction. Restricting the two-lane road down to just one. And I didn't even just have to slow down for this one. We all had to fully halt as we waited for cars to merge. I was devastated. I was reticent about my feelings because I was so frustrated, so close to success, and I just couldn't pull it off. And unfortunately, this story doesn't have a happy ending. Because I knew the timing, I managed to make it past Patrick three more times, but each time I'd get stopped by the light right after. And eventually, my college experience was over. I had no more time. I had failed. From the outside, graduating college is seen as a fantastic accomplishment in someone's life. I graduated college, maintained a pretty fantastic GPA, even got an opportunity to study abroad, but I never got to accomplish my one true goal during college. Which raises the question, Shauna, do you think that I should start my master's degree now so I can get right back to it? Thank you, Madam Toastmaster.